एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल।
स्वदेश तथा विदेशमा आर्जन गर्ने शिक्षाको सम्पूर्ण खर्चको जिम्मेवारी लिन्छ आइएमई लाइफ इन्सुरेन्सले।
आइएमई लाइफ बाल किरण जीवन बिमा योजना।
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यी सेवाबाटै।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
So far for Oman, Mohammad Nadeem, 21 of 26, 11.5 runs per over required by Oman to win this game. It's gonna be Kushal Bhurtel.
Yeah, nice move this, just rolling through his bowling options. Road pedal starts right on the money. Very different kind of leg spinner to Sandeep Lamachani, but it was Monty Desai who first kind of uncovered Bhurtel's potential as a leg spinner. Bit unorthodox, no doubt about that. By his standards, in terms of his threat and wicket-taking exploits, hasn't had the best tournament with the ball, but he's been brilliant with the bat, and that's probably more important for Nepal of his two skills.
Yes, 250s in the tournament so far and won 30-odd runs, 124. He's been amongst the runs. He's the leading run getter in this tournament for Nepal.
Yeah, second overall, just behind Alishan Sharaf, who has really been close to solely responsible for keeping UAE in it. A couple of heartbreaking results today for the East Asia Pacific region. Japan lost a big toss this morning, got a decent total on the board, and then a 5 wides in the final over ended up being critical, as we saw a 5th consecutive thriller go right the way to the final over. That's left Japan, well, meaning that they only have one way still in. They're going to have to beat the UAE and maybe beat them by a margin. As this one thuds into the pad, angling down though. Nadeem getting himself in trouble.
He's quicker through the air, Kushal Bhurtel, not a normal leg spinner like what Sandeep Lamachani is. He has that googly, also that was an attempted googly, a bit quicker through the air.
I think it was the leg break, to be honest. I think it was close as well. Swept straight to the man who doesn't quite get there. Sampal Kami went for the catch. Don't know if he got his fingers underneath the ball, but it... The one life Nadeem has had still. Dragged down from Bhurtel, not punished. Only 4 from the over. It's not what Oman need. Nadeem has got more than anyone in the innings, but not necessarily threatening Nepal. 13 ball.
Skyworth Home Appliances.
गजबको पिरो अब 120 ग्राम 20% एक्स्ट्रा तौलसँगै रु 50 मा गजबको पिरो बबाल पिरो छ।
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Gulshan Jha to bowl his third. Do you think we could see Rohit Powell really ring through all of his options here? Could we, in theory, see 10 bowlers? Remember, there's no Jora tonight. Everyone else bowls.
We haven't seen Mohammad Adil Alam yet coming to bowl. He took 4 wickets in the second game against West Indies.
No Rohit Powell either. And who's the other one? Who else hasn't bowled?
Lokesh Bam bowled some off spinners.
Well, he's not going to bowl. Good call. Sliced away. Very fine and fine enough to get to the rope. Shukla's been a bit becalmed to start his innings, but he finds a first boundary with a little bit of fortune as Jha misses the Yorker and is sliced away for 4.
Attempted Yorker by Gulshan Jha ends up with a full toss, edged away by the batsman. Vinayak Shukla. They need plenty of those, Oman, to get closer to the target. Already just having a chat with Gulshan Jah.
Nice to see Gulshan Jah back bowling. That'll be one of the big boosts and big stories for Stuart Law from this tournament. Told me at the start of the event that he really wasn't far away. Then we saw him bowl after the conclusion of that first game, the comfortable win over Kuwait. And you think of his prowess with his batting, which is probably his more primary trait in recent times. You stick into the fact that he's the rarest of things for Nepal. He's up over 6 foot tall, has a yard of pace. Ian Bishop was very favourable about Jazz bowling back in 2023 in the qualifier. Good to see him back. Barely bowled at all down in the top end T20. Didn't bowl in the Unity Cup, but he's been a big part of things, particularly that spell against Japan. Helped into the leg side, goes a long way up. Can Powdell go back? Yes, he can. Inches, only inches inside the rope. And he says, yes, umpire, that one's out. The captain will take the catch. Mohammed Nadeem, well, he fought as ably as he could. But thanks to a very well judged catch right on the rope, just inches inside the rope, it will be the 6th wicket to fall.
A very well judged catch by the captain, Rohit Paudel. Went under the ball, stable himself, inches inside the rope. Look at him, look at his feet and the rope. And just signals soft corner from his fingers to the umpire. That's out.
Well, he can do it all, can't see the captain of Nepal. A very well judged catch. Credit to Nadeem. He's been the top scorer, but we'll get 25 and no more. Oh, man.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइप नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
English Premier League को प्रत्यक्ष प्रसारण केवल कान्तिपुर म्याक्स HD र कान्तिपुर म्याक्स को एपमा हेर्न नछुटाउनु होला.
Which Nepal failed to do last time around, which Oman failed to do last time around. Both came very close. Nepal lost a game by a run, and Oman couldn't have got any closer. They tied a game against Namibia before losing the super over. Oh, it's another. Ramanandi is gone first ball. Gulshan Jah on a hat-trick, and this game, it could end in a hurry.
It was again the back of the length by Gulshan Jah. Tried to pull that Ramanandi, got the inside edge and rattled the stumps. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Gulshan Jah 3 for 20 in his third. Oman in trouble, 70 for 7.
And if it could, this media centre might just be jumping up and down alongside those Nepal fans who are loving every second. Well, we've already seen 2 hat-tricks in this tournament. We saw the most recent one in the last game. Can we make it a third? It was a first ever hat-trick in T20I cricket for Mohammed Farooq.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइप नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यी सेवाबाटै
The accurate ball, stump to stump. You miss, I hit kind of delivery.
Just the one in history for Nepal. That was the great Karen KC against Papua New Guinea back in 2022. Can Gulshan Jah add his name to that list and make it the 78th in men's T20I history? Got to bring another catcher in. So you've got a slip, a backward point that's almost more of a gully. Irie can't be more than 15 yards from the bat at extra cover. And the vice-captain's imploring Sampal Kami to get closer at mid-wicket. Here we go, hat-trick ball. Not to be tonight for Gulshan Jah. It's 70 for 7.
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यी सेवाबाटै
पञ्चकन्या एसएस ट्याग 10 वर्षदेखि गुणस्तरीय सेवामा समर्पित
बेबे यो चीज बल लगौँ न है
हे यो चीज बल छैन 2 PM चीज बल्स हो के
यो भन्नुभयो के उहाँले 2 PM चीज बल्स
Should find that out in the coming weeks from the ICC. As this one goes up, up and away. It's a big hit. Shukla has power to burn and he got that right into his hitting arc. Probably was a slog sweep he was looking for over long on, but it skewed a bit and went many a mile over long off.
Yeah, it was flat batted by Vinayak Shukla. Trying to hit it across the line, but hit it straight.
Back live with you now and goes to the googly down the leg side. Will be a wide. I think the reason that that's gone over long off, I think it was the leg break from Sandeep Lamachani. Just those revs on the ball and being a little bit late on the shots have skewed it down the ground. Not exactly where he wanted, but he's got so much power, Shukla, that it flew many a mile. Seen a few big sixes tonight, none bigger than that Gulshan Jah hit. As Lamachani's right on the money. His return to form after obviously not playing the Unity Cup been a big boost too for Stuart Law.
It has been, and not only for Stuart Law, for the team, for the national side, and for the cricketing fans back home around the world.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a case as well, as Irie feels outstandingly again, even though they get home for the single. Might be a case that Lamachani would love a draw in India, and maybe he feels as though there's a bit of unfinished business in terms of his IPL career there. He'd love to get back to that level. Who wouldn't? If he has a good tournament, who knows? Maybe he'll be signed by one of those 10 franchise sides again. Yeah, Shukla alongside Singh probably being the rare high point for Oman's batting. How's that one missed? Somehow evades the off stump. Scores of 51 not out in the warm-up against Kuwait, the official T20 two-match series they played, then 48 against Papua New Guinea, 30 not out against Qatar. That was such an important innings. They desperately needed that, and then he was also not out at the end against UAE. He's got to 17 tonight. Probably won't be enough to take the win, but at least someone showing some form at the bat for Oman.
Vinayak Shukla, and it was about Jatinder Singh. He was very tender, not 100% fit, opening the batting.
What a stop. Well, what a stop again. It's that man once more, Dipendra Singh Irie. 3 more runs saved. Be a single to close out the 15th. 79 for 7.
% pure sunflower butter बनेको Dhara Health Refined Sunflower Oil.
Asian Paints Ultima Protect Shine. यसमा भएको UV hybrid टेक्नोलोजीले घाम, पानी, धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा. घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार. शाइनदार घर. वर्षौं वर्ष.
MIT, an internationally recognized degree, Bagbazar, Kathmandu.
We'll search for a 4th wicket. Wasn't a hat-trick a little while ago. Pitch is outside leg, a long way outside leg, so that can't be given out. Nepal's best performance of the tournament, this one, Paresh, despite the wobble with the bats in the first innings.
And they had a good start. The power play belonged to Nepal, but after that, Mohammad Nadeem coming to bowl, and then 4 wickets.
Nadeem Khan.
For Nadeem Khan.
Yeah, bowled brilliantly.
That turned the game around. But at the end, Gulshan Jah, like always, back-to-back sixes, getting the momentum into the team. Good bowling, slower ball into the wicket. And even when Nepal came to book in the second innings, a good opening spell by Sompal Kami and Nandan Yadav. And then Gulshan Jha 3 for 20 in his fourth. Sandeep Lami Chani taking a wicket also. A brilliant run out again by Dipender Singh Airi.
And the value of those run-outs, the 5 direct hit run-outs in those 5 matches. This is driven very elegantly by Sufyan Mahmood, who we haven't even mentioned yet, gets to the crease. Such a fine batter, isn't he? And a handy asset to come all the way down at number 9. That was, well, one of the shots of the day for me.
Yes, played it on the up. Hit it straight. The umpire had to take evasive action there.
He's probably a bit low in the order for my liking, Sufyan Mahmood. I think he was initially listed at number 7. Surely he's a better batter than Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, you would imagine. There's a bit of niggle, remember, because it was the send-off from Sufyan Mahmood to Gulshan Jha that caused all the controversy. And again, I just wonder if somebody had a word here with Mahmood after that boundary. Bit of spice out there, despite Nepal coasting. And I think Jha would love the wicket. He desperately wants the wicket of Sufyan Mahmood.
No, actually, I think Asif Sheikh there is trying to do something.
Well, I suppose standing up for his teammates. It was pretty clear. We don't have the benefit of the stump mics, or really we're up in a soundproof commentary box because of the noise of the fans. So we've no idea what was said, but it was clear from what the umpire's actions were that Sufyan Mahmood had possibly gone past the line. He was given a long talking to by the 2 standing umpires. So Jha wants a bit of revenge. Not going to get it in this spell as Mahmood gets a single to get down the non-striker's end. You pleased with where Nepal have taken their levels to tonight, Paresh? Has this been their best performance? You suspect so?
Yeah, this has been Nepal's best performance in this tournament. Started off well with the bat. Had a bit of a niggle in the middle overs. Kushal Bhurtel playing a very good knock of 60 odd runs. Gulshan Jha again back-to-back sixes. The second 6 was the biggest one.
Yeah, they were crucial. Slower ball pumped down the ground. That's going to go for 6. Nearly comes up into our commentary box. I was about to dive for cover and guard you, Paresh, but I've got you, buddy. Don't worry. It's a big hit to round out Jha's spell. He'll finish with 3 for 31. Oh man, 90 for 7. Oh, the perfect straight 6, wasn't it? What a hit. Here we go, have a look. Look at how close this got up to the commentary box. We are just there. Now look at Paresh, he was about to duck for cover. It's okay, buddy. No harm done.
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी 1 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
पुस्तालाई मायाले जोड्ने जिन्दगीलाई अर्डिनेरीबाट एक्स्ट्रा अर्डिनेरी बनाउने सधैँ KFC.
An upgrade. This building came in place for the T20 World Cup. It was about 4,000 seats that surrounded the ground. And there we are. Come on, Paresh. Everyone's been watching. Stand up and give them a wave. There we are, Paresh, here last night. Lovely to be with you. I don't know who's in the background. Someone's getting in the way. Don't know who that is back there. But guys, it's been great to have you. And we've loved every second. Namaste to everyone right the way around the world. I want to thank you so much. And also the cameraman up on top. Is that Innocent up there? Might be Innocent up above us. Done a brilliant job. All the crew, David and Innocent and everyone, our thanks to them for bringing you these pictures around the world. Nandan Yadav comes into the attack. He'll bowl his final 2 here, you'd imagine. What is it that Stuart Law would be frustrated with from this campaign? Is it the return of the cardiac kids, bringing that drama, that manic, that chaos nature to their cricket?
He shouldn't be frustrated because the team won in a close game. Qualified for the T20 World Cup next year.
I think there will be. He's quite a perfectionist, Stuart Law. He's obviously got that elite Australian winning mentality. I think that's why he's been such a good fit to take over from Monty Desai, who's obviously still much missed and stays very much in contact with the team. We've seen him sending plenty of messages throughout this competition. For me, I don't think they've been at their best, I'll be honest. I think they've played poorly in phases. I think their batting has not had the consistency or the run accumulation that it maybe should have. They've clearly got a problem in the middle order in terms of not necessarily knowing where Kushal Malla and Sundeep Jora fit in alongside Irie and Ja. Most of the consistencies come as Powdell nearly creates a run out at the non-strikers end. Most of the consistencies come at the top, hasn't it, from Bertel and Sheikh. But I think their fielding in particular has been the best I've ever seen across a whole tournament. The bowling most of the time has been good enough, although they've had 2 or 3 lulls, particularly against Qatar and against the UAE and Japan, in fact, actually. So there are improvements, significant improvements that can be made, but the fact that we're maybe critiquing them, Paresh, and they may go 6 games unbeaten speaks volumes about the expectations now for Nepal.
Yes, that is very true, Lenny. They have been a much better today. Before the other matches, talking about Japan, they were 97 for 1 in the 13th over, I guess.
I think it was even the 12th, yeah. They were cruising. Should have got 160, 165, 170.
And the game against Qatar?
Well, I still don't know how Nepal won that. The game was over. It was the if we had the WinViz, the prediction calculator, it would have been 98% Qatar. They needed less than a run of ball with 9 wickets in hand.
Yes.
An extraordinary, a staggering comeback. But I suppose that's a great sign, isn't it? That's a sign that the team has gears and levels it can go to. In the conditions, let's say they get placed in India, could Nepal challenge big name test nations in their group?
They might get that challenge. They have challenged South Africa in the last T20 World Cup, losing the game by 1 run. It was Gulshan Jha who was at the crease.
I suppose that particular surface in St. Vincent really played to the strength of Nepal's spinners, didn't it? Bertel was the hero with 4 wickets. Lamachani was close to unplayable, very economical. Dipender Singh Irie was very good that evening too. I think the addition of Nandan Yadav, remember he wasn't in that T20 World Cup squad back in 2024, and this is meant as no disrespect to Karen KC, who's a legend. But Yadav, that extra yard of pace, is a real boost, a real addition, as there's smiles all around for Nepal in the field. It's 94 for 7.
Skyward Home Appliances.
गजबको पिरो अब 120 ग्राम 20% एक्स्ट्रा तौलसँगै रु 50 मा गजबको पिरो बबाल पिरो छ।
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यी सेवाबाटै।
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
पञ्चकन्या एसएस ट्याग 10 वर्षदेखि गुणस्तरीय सेवामा समर्पित।
MIT, an internationally recognized degree, Bagh Bazaar, Kathmandu.
Over for Dipender Singh, and he has done his job with a run out.
Does it again and again. The impact he's had in the field. This one's picked up a long way. Oh, that's an almighty strike. As Vinayak Shukla, well, just giving Oman something to cheer here right at the death. The 100 comes up in the 18th over. Is it going to be too little too late, or are we going to see another extraordinary fight back?
Is it not over yet for Oman? They can still get these runs if they hit sixes like this.
They're going to need plenty more of them. 52 off 17 is the equation. I would have been tempted to go with Irie from this over, just really ruthlessly close it out. The runs that have tended to come have been to pace on this evening. Maybe Powdell just underusing his spinners a tiny bit. Cammy will go round the wicket now. What can Shukla do? Can he give us a late rattle here? Can he get Oman into some kind of a position? Singles aren't going to help. It's been a case throughout the evening, hasn't it? Any set batter hasn't really got the support they've needed. Bertel didn't get it in the first innings, and now Shukla's failing to find a willing ally at the other end from anyone.
Yet another good knock by Shukla, 31 of 17, 32 of 18. Sufyan Mahmood, 8 of 12. This is Sompal Kami's last over. He's bowled pretty well with the new ball.
Flicked away for a single. Yeah, you'd like to see Shukla just really go hell for leather at these 3 balls. It's 50 to win off 15. It's not impossible, but to give it a rattle, you've almost got to go bang, bang, bang here, this over. 3 boundaries, 6-4-6 or something like that, just to throw the cat amongst the pigeons, just to remind us that a T20 is never done.
Not done until the last ball or the last run he scored.
Tries to go downtown, doesn't get it, and it's going to be the end of Shukla. Gulshan Jah will take the catch, and now Sompal Kami's got the push-up celebration out. He's running through the routine of them. You cannot blame Vinayak Shukla. He played ever so well. Really the lone stand with the bat alongside Mohammad Nadeem for Oman. He's now got to go, and Nepal 2 good balls away from staying perfect and celebrating that World Cup qualification in real style.
And coming around the wicket, angling the ball away from the right-hander. Easy catch to Gulshan Jah. Look at him celebrate. And push-ups comes out from Sompal Kami. After a good cameo, Shukla has to depart for 30 of 19. Oman 102 for 8.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन। आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइप नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक।
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
MIT, an internationally recognized degree, Bagh Bazaar, Kathmandu.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
English Premier League को प्रत्यक्ष प्रसारण केवल कान्तिपुर मैक्स SD र कान्तिपुर मैक्स को एपमा हेर्न।
He's in at number 10. Sompal Kami has a second. And he'd love a third next to his name, and a fourth if he could. Be a dot ball from Kami. Paresh, Oman just blown away in the second innings here. They kind of did their job in the first.
Yeah, they did it after a good opening stand by Nepal, taking 4 quick wickets in succession. And coming to bat, chasing 152. Jatinder Singh had a niggle. He was not running well. He was just jogging around. Hit 2 sixes though.
Heaved away and a diving stop attempted but not affected. It'll be a boundary to silence the Nepal fans who are reaching fever pitch. 18 bowled, 106 for 8. Not the greatest night for Lakesh Bam, Paresh. It's been a tricky entrance into the competition for him.
Batting at number 9, being an opening batsman, it's very tricky for a opening batsman to come at number 9.
हरेक लक्ष्यको आफ्नै कथा हुन्छ जोशको उत्साहको मेहनतको लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
On strike, 12 balls left. Hit straight towards a deep mid-wicket and taken. Kushal Bertel with his trademark kiss of the ball. Nandan Yadav's got 2 for. It's all going Nepal's way, and they've been exceptional this evening. They're going to round out their qualification and celebrate it in real style.
Nepal has shown the dominance of cricket, the way they've played. Not to the 100% mark in the earlier matches, but today they've come out and showed that they are well-deserved qualifiers for the World Cup. And even Oman, they played very good cricket throughout. Shakil Ahmed has to depart for 9 of 14. Oh, excuse me, it's Mahmood who has to depart, 9 of 14.
पाइन्छ यो नि
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइप नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक
लक्ष्य अनेक एनर्जी एक एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल
स्पेशल सेलिब्रेशन्सलाई झन्नै स्पेशल बनाउने सधैँ KFC
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast.
अब होटल बुकिङ पनि यी सेवाबाटै
But happy feelings, happy thoughts, and moments that the country will celebrate in unison, all together, in unity. And wouldn't they like to bowl Oman out to finish it off, Paresh?
Shah Faisal, the last batter for Oman, coming in at number 11. The required rate is almost 28. Now, I think it's all done and dusted for Oman.
Well, the required run rate at 27.6 would indicate that, Paresh. I fully agree. Nepal have been good value for their victory. They've outplayed the hosts who've, well, had an excellent tournament. They've really impressed me in the field and with the ball, but they just have a few questions with the bat to answer. And however these final few balls go, Nepal will deserve this victory. You'd imagine they'll be very confident against Samoa, and it would be just a case of job done, and off they go to India and Sri Lanka.
The credit goes to the head coach Stuart Law, all the support staff and the players, the way they've united themselves from the start, from the Unity Cup, beating West Indies 2-1 in the bilateral series.
Sandeep Lamachani just comes up into the ring, or wants to, but in fact he'll be sent back. So deep fine leg.